Very happy with it. You know, we had done a ton of racing going into Worlds. That was part of the plan, part of the training cycle going into it was to load the body, break it down, let it repair post Mare Nostrum into Worlds, and I think it worked really well for us. Obviously, the colors aren't always we don't love those brown and silver medals, but it was still to get my first 3 individual medals at what's my second long course Worlds was really nice. It was a great step up, forward progression, especially coming off of a bunch of 4th places in Worlds prior time and then the Olympics and what all that was. So it was nice to kind of put that behind me and move forward. You know, we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing, but it's just enough success to celebrate and just enough failure to be motivated for what's to come.
Olympic gold medalist Michael Andrew won 2022 World Championship bronze in the 50 breast and 50 butterfly, and silver in the 50 freestyle. What was his best day of competition, according to him?
The 50 free 100 fly day was my favorite day of racing. I think I was most pleased with that. In terms of execution, it was all good, but I was really proud with my turnaround in the 100 fly. I feel like it was a bit of a bummer. I definitely remember decompressing after that night and thinking, I could have won the 50 free had I been 0.09 faster. We swam the exact same race. It's just Ben's off the blocks was amazing. So that was a good lesson learned. And I think had I been like a 10th barely or a 0.15 faster, I would have been silver in the 100 fly. So you look at those really small details to those massive differences in terms of performance. And that hurts, but it's also a really healthy reminder of sport and what makes sport sport. And so I was happy with that turnaround because I know earlier in the competition I really struggled with my 50 fly to 100 breast, made some mistakes, ended up missing the final completely. And so it was a good, went from early in the meet to making some mistakes to kind of cleaning it up quite a bit better. And who knows, had I had another opportunity, it would have been better. So that was my favorite. And to race 50 free and for my buddy Ben Proud to become world champion and to do that next to him, we have a long history of racing together, and it was cool. I was happy for him. I was really proud of him, and next time I'll have to beat him. But we'll let the racing do the talking.
In the same vein, when was Michael the most disappointed during World Championships?
The 50 breaststroke, I feel like I was a little disappointed because obviously I had swum the 26.5 at trials, and that felt great. And that was one of those races where I was like, man, I can go 26.0. And it was like struggling to be 26.7s even. And so that was a weird one. Just mechanically, I feel like breaststroke is one of those races where you can't try too hard.
Michael Andrew might be the first man in U.S. history to swim 2 different legs of the medley relay in 2 different meets, racing breast in Tokyo and fly in Budapest. What did Michael think about being on that iconic relay once again?
It's always a special one. I love that medley relay. I was honored that I got to fill a spot and that I have the versatility to swim a different stroke. It was pretty special. Even doing like the mixed relay earlier in the meet, it was the first time I swum butterfly in a relay, I think, ever. And it was cool. And then also too, I had an amazing split in it, and that was the goal. I know going into that relay, we all had our individual goals and what we needed to execute. And the Italians on the day were better, and so power to them, they can celebrate it, but I know that continues to fuel a fire for the U.S. because that's a relay we don't often lose, and we don't like to lose, as we don't like to lose anything. But it was great, getting to share that with Ryan. It was a really long meet, and I think we all did our job to the best of our ability on the day, and they just, got to celebrate the silvers and then learn from it so we can move forward.
Michael went 50 flat on the fly leg, a monstrous split. Was that what he wanted to go?
Going into it, my goal was to be a 50.2. I would have been pretty happy. To go 50.0 in my split was amazing. Would have been sick to be a 49. There's very few people in the world that have done that, and so I think that was it was an achievement at the end of a very long meet, and I was feeling tired, I was physically hurting, and my relay starts were great, everything was on point. I think I went out a 22.6, so I was just flying, and there was a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, and I had this kind of leave it all out there, it's the last swim feeling, and I did that, and was just really happy with the outcome, because individually I knew that I had done my part, and I got to celebrate and cheer with my my teammates as they brought it home.
Okay, I know it's a ways off now, but we're all thinking it. How much is Paris 2024 on his mind, even though we're 2 years away?
Paris that's all we're thinking about. So Japan, is it Fukuoka or Fukuoka? However we say it. Someone will teach me soon now that I've put that out there. That's an exciting one where we're gonna try and swim fast, God willing, break world record or two. But all the focus is towards Paris. Paris is gonna be a really big one for us. And I'm excited because I wanna have kind of a long build, kind of work into it, not put a lot of pressure on the other things and see how fast we can swim. But Paris it's crazy how close it is. We got some time, which is nice, but not a lot of time to rest on our laurels. And that's why we're taking this little bit of a break now. And then I'm basically, as of today or tomorrow, I'm starting to lift again and train and get in the pool because we wanna swim really fast. Not only in the 50s, but in the 100 and the 200 IM, not the 150 IM. I think it's gonna be a fun meet to watch. I'm gonna swim there, I'm gonna race. I'm not gonna swim there, I'm gonna race. I'm gonna go into it, do as good as I can. But I will be coming fresh off a surf trip, so I'm heading to Maui this weekend to prepare for a channel crossing I'm doing in September with some friends. So stay tuned for more of that. We're gonna have some fun things around there. And then I'll go to Costa Rica with my family, surf, and I'll fly pretty much straight home and then drive to Irvine and race 50 breaststroke the 29th, or not 50 breaststroke, the 100 breaststroke the 29th and then the 50 free on the last day. So it'll be cool. I'm excited to go kind of reconnect and see all the friends, but I will use it mostly as motivation and excitement for getting back into the grind. So it's been a nice chill month of traveling, going out with friends, and just experiencing home. I haven't been home in so long. And then nationals would be a good kick in the rear to be like, you're out of shape and you need to swim faster. Just in time for a fun duel in the pool, and then the rest of the season as we get ready for World Cups, go to Greece in December, short course worlds, all sorts of fun racing.